Hello guys, welcome to another log of Digimon COLOR Monster Hunter Edition, and for today's log we are covering a new evolution line. It's the Gore Magala evolution line. Interesting, very interesting line. So interesting that for Gore Magala's young, which is what we are looking at today, there's hardly any information available for that. Yeah, but anyway, before we continue with today's log, just have to say if you're a fan of Digimon or raising virtual pets, you've come to the right channel because I document every Digimon that I raise and I upload at least twice a week. If you're interested in such content, go ahead and munch on the like and subscribe button with young Gore Magala and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. Alright, let's get into today's log for young Gore Magala. I don't know if I'm actually butchering the Gore Magala name because I'm just pronouncing it phonetically as I see it, but I might be pronouncing it wrongly, so please forgive me. I'm not familiar with the Monster Hunter franchise. This is my first time looking at it. Of course, I played the Monster Hunter game like ages ago, but it was on the PSP. But yeah, Gore Magala Young here is the new monster we're looking at, and there's hardly any information on even the Monster Hunter Fandom page. That was my first stop of information I was looking for. The irony is that Gore Magala itself is already a juvenile or young version of the main Elder Dragon, which is called Shaga Magala. Oh man, I can't remember the name. But yeah, it's a juvenile version of that Elder Dragon, right? So this young Gore Magala is like a younger version of Gore Magala, which in itself is already a young version of an Elder Dragon. So yeah, there's hardly any explanation for young Gore Magala. This is the only thing I could find in terms of pictures as well. It doesn't even hatch from the egg that you see on the Monster Hunter Rise. You know, there's this collection of all the monsters that are hatched. There wasn't any for Gore Magala young. So this was the closest picture I could find on the fandom page that probably looks a little bit similar to the sprite we are looking at for Gore Magala young. That's it. That's all I know, right? So regarding specific information for Gore Magala, the dragon itself, that is more like an adult form apparently, but still a juvenile version of the Elder Dragon, that will be covered in the next log. So sorry, that's all I have. That's all I could find. I've searched ecology, I've searched you know, things that could tell us a little bit more about young Gore Magala. Nothing much came up. So that's about it, guys. Now since you're done with his profile, let's take a look at his evolution conditions. And when we look at evolution conditions, we have to go to humulus.com, a highly recommended website for your evolution condition needs. If you're ever stuck trying to raise a specific Digimon, go to humulus.com. You will definitely be able to find your answer. So for Gore Magala Young, to get it, you have to get it from Egg Phase 2, and you have to do this specific thing, which is to train 24 times, but make sure that it is at night. So it says before 6 AM or after 6 PM, because if it's between 6 AM to 6 PM, that's considered daytime. So you got to do it the night time. So you can see here, even graphically, it shows night on humulus.com. Very nice, easy to see. If you want to go into specifics, you can see it actually specifically mentions before 6 AM, after 6 PM. So it's actually very similar to the previous a few logs back. Remember Rajang Yang? It's also 24 times, but you can get Rajang Yang if you train 24 times and you evolve it during the daytime. So how to get it in the night time? Now you don't need to be physically doing it in the night. You don't need to be doing it in the night. You can simply just do your training when it's in Egg Phase 2. Once you finish your 24 training, which is really easy, like I said, just spam the B button and you'll be done with the training requirements. Then set the time to after 6 PM. That's it. It's as easy as that. Nobody's going to verify that, hey, it's noon and you're setting the time to be 9 PM. So just change the time to night and that's it. You will be able to get your Gore Magala Young. Right? It doesn't need to be physical unless you're totally against changing the time and you want to experience it like yourself, you know, physically being at night time, then you know, that's your choice, right? But there's an easy way to do that. So Gore Magala Young, train 24 times, make sure it evolves at night time. That's it. That's how you get Gore Magala Young. And to get Gore Magala, no requirements required. So just do whatever you want with it. train, don't train, feed it in time, make some chem mistakes, doesn't matter. It will still evolve into Gore Magala, the adult form. And yes, I checked and verified here, it is called Shagaru Magala. It's so hard to pronounce this name. Keep thinking Shagala for some reason. It's Shagaru Magala. So anyway, we are still a bit far from that. For now, we are looking at short Gore Magala. Since you're done with its evolution conditions, let's take a closer look at its sprite, shall we? Alright, let's take a closer look at Gore Magala's sprite here. The young Gore Magala. Alright, looks really interesting, and when you see it open its mouth, it's the hands at the back, the claws or the limbs that's at the top of its back actually comes out and appears, which is kind of similar to the artwork that I found, right? So that's the closest thing I could find, guys. I have no idea where to find the official artwork for a Gore Magala young that corresponds to this sprite. I suspect this sprite is designed after the picture that I found. Anyway, this is Gore Magala young. Let's give it a piece of meat. Oh, it looks cool. The way it eats is not typical, right? No, it backs away and bites the meat. Interesting. Let's see its training animation. Oh, dark fireball. In a sense, it looks like a dark fireball. Yeah. One thing about Rajang, I'm talking about Rajang suddenly. Alright, let's see its angry animation. Oh, its angry animation, it stomps the ground. That's cute. Yeah. I'm glad and I'm hoping that the same thing is, or this happy animation is cute. I'm hoping for the same thing for Gore Magala young here, that the evolution forms have different attack sprites. So hopefully adult Gore Magala has a different attack sprite, and that Shagaru Magala will have a different attack sprite as well. I think that was observed for Rajang. Yeah, different forms of this electric shock, especially in Furious Rajang, it became like an electrical ball. That's quite interesting. Because for our dear Mizutsune, everything was bubbles. Everything was the same. It's the bubble sprite. So having different attack sprites make them a little bit more unique in my opinion. So personally, I'm hoping that it will have different attack sprites. So this is Gore Magala young saying no. Oh, Magala young says no. Okay. And actually I just realized, I think the no animation is already captured here, right? Is it? Yeah, no, it's unique. Alright, and then let's see, sleeping animation 9. That's his sleeping animation. Looks kind of cute, but it also looks kind of intimidating, right? Without his eyes, yeah, looks very alien-like. That's what some people say as well online about the Gore Magala's appearance. Some of them actually said they look like the what's the term for it? The alien from the Predator, Alien and Predator series, without the eyes and everything. So anyway, that's it for Gore Magala young. If you haven't already, please go ahead and blast the like and subscribe button with Gore Magala young's dark fireball and turn on all notifications so you don't miss any of my uploads. I document every Digimon that I release, and I have playlists for Vital Bracelet, DE, Digimon Color, Digimon Pendulum Color, and Digivice Color Evolution as well. So please feel free to check them out. Otherwise, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye.